Welcome back to Cityline. You know, we had that hot wave of weather, and it kind of dampened me going outside and exploring the farmers markets. But these cool mornings and these lovely afternoons are perfect weather. So please join me in welcoming three amazing women who are here to talk about the Eastside Farmers Market. Join me in welcoming back Anika Moran. You are the Executive Director of Tacoma's Farmers Markets. Welcome back, my dear.
Thanks so much for having me, Amanda.
It's great to have you. And yes, I did sample the salmon down at the farmers market.
And what did you think?
You are not kidding. That's good salmon. You brought with you Lorraine Stone. You are the owner of Mr. Texas Barbecue and also the executive director of the Big Homie program. Welcome, Lorraine. It's good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And rounding out this, Laisha Farmer. Laisha, you are co-owner of the fabulous store that everybody is talking about called Parable. Welcome to Cityline, my dear.
Thank you so much.
It's good to have all three of you here. So, Anika, what's exciting at the Eastside Market right now?
We have a lot of things to be excited about, but what I took home after the market yesterday was 3 pounds of fresh apricots. We've had the apricots for 2 or 3 weeks now, which means they're just about at their peak ripeness, and they are so sweet and juicy and delicious. And I ate as much as my stomach could handle, and then I made the rest into jam, which is really easy to do. And the farmers market is a great place to get all you need to do your summer canning. In addition to that, I'm also very excited about having Parable at the market, and I think you'll hear from them later.
Yeah, absolutely. So with the reopening of the state, thank you, Governor Inslee, how has Tacoma Farmers Market's COVID guidelines changed? Because I got to hand it to all of you ladies. Man, you locked it down and locked it down tight. So what are we looking at right now?
It's very different than at the height of our COVID restrictions, obviously. We are very relieved to be able to modify our guidelines. We now are letting customers handle products. Vendors get to make their own choices on their distancing and spacing of their products and themselves from customers. And I think the biggest change is that we are encouraging masks for fully vaccinated people, but not requiring them.
There we go. So, you know, every farmer's market is kind of like a soul print for that community. You know, they all are different, but they're all consistently excellent. So what should we look forward to, Anika, at the Eastside Market?
I am really looking forward to peaches and nectarines. Obviously, you can see I'm a stone fruit kind of girl, but the blueberries are just coming on as well, and I think tomatoes will be here by the end of the month.
Oh my gosh, tomatoes! Just get me a salt shaker and some good olive oil, and I'm there. I'm so there. So when we think about the ways that Tacoma's Farmers Market serve our community, how does this serve the East Side? In what way is it different?
Yeah, so our East Side Market is definitely our smallest market, but it's our most important market in terms of food access. So East Side, the McKinley district where we're located on 35th and McKinley, is a census designated food desert, which means that people don't have a grocery store, don't have access to fresh and healthy food in that neighborhood. And that's what we're able to do with the East Side Market, is bring that to that community for just 3 months a year, but 3 months is better than nothing. And at the same time, support our local Tacoma businesses and partner with businesses in the McKinley district. So we've already had partnerships with the businesses that kind of line McKinley there, and are super excited to have Parable at the market now as they're opening just across the street from the market.
I love that. And we're going to get to Laisha here in just a second. Miss Lorraine, how has selling at the Tacoma Farmers Markets impacted your business? And I'm especially Fresh Express, which has a site in Salishan.
So Selling through the farmers market has been extremely impactful for us. We are able to get out and meet community and talk about the products and how they benefit the community health-wise, especially through the pandemic when a lot of our marketing and selling channels were kind of shut down. Being a part of the market and the mobile market really carried us through that tough time. So we are excited to be a part of the farmers market and mobile market. And especially in the East Side where we're able to provide, easy access to Shalishan. So that's really exciting for us. And we also serve the East Side through our nonprofit as well. And when you support Mr. Texas, it also supports the program through jobs, internships, and funding. So we're all around very excited.
So this is interesting. So in addition to Mr. Texas barbecue, which who doesn't love barbecue? Come on. And it's kind of like if you don't like barbecue, well, I don't know if I want to hang out with you or at least eat with you. You have that, but then you've taken it one step further. Tell us, Lorraine, what is the Big Homie program besides the best name for anything in the world?
So the Big Homie program was actually founded by my father about 20 years ago. And what we do is mentor right now, our population that we're serving is young men ages about 10 through 24. And we're working with them to escape gangs, but also just make positive life decisions, reduce violence in Tacoma, and access jobs and resources, and just walk with them through, various things that they're going to face in life. And so we have summer programming and just a few different programs that we're running right now. So yeah, we're really excited, and we're going to be doing a lot more work in the East Side of Tacoma. And we currently have kids who come from the East Side. So.
Oh boy, what a gift. I mean, that covers all areas. You're helping our community, you're helping out our youth, and you're providing tasty food and sauces. Okay, your work here is done now. You're amazing. Speaking of amazing, Laisha, tell us about the new store Parable, because I see it all over social media.
Yes, so I am a co-founder of Parable, teamed with my sister and my cousin. And essentially, the heart of Parable is actually a community space. And then we kind of say to pay the bills, we are going to be selling different things, but we want it to be a very symbiotic relationship. So we're going to be having local artisans, local designers, local partnerships with wholesalers to sell products that represent our local community. And we want a space for people of all races, genders, and ages to be able to hang out and just be in this kind of intense time, but also for the future, just to have a place that is known as a community space.
That sounds like a perfect business plan to me, Miss Business Owner. What prompted you and your sister and your cousin to open in the McKinley district, of all places?
So it was a few different reasons right now, but I used to live in McKinley with my sister and my cousin, and that's where my daughter was born, in that house. And we just noticed, just being a part of the neighborhood, we noticed there's a lot of great things going on in terms of community, but there's also some things missing, or it happens very compartmentalized. Like there might be a place for certain things in one area, and we were just envisioning a place where it's like a one-stop center for community. Like you could sit down and have tea, you could sit down and have a children's reading circle, and it wasn't like you had to travel to the library or you had to travel to a cafe. Like it could be all in one place, and we saw that was missing in McKinley, and we wanted to fill that need.
It sounds like that Parable could also have ... the brand new community center in back of it, because it sounds like you looked around and you found exactly what that community needed, which does not surprise me coming from three amazing women. Annika, what can people do to support the farmers market in Tacoma and particularly the Eastside market?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So I think farmers markets are really an economic engine for any community. We do really try to get vendors from the immediate community to come sell at our markets. And so that supports the economic viability of local businesses while also offering shoppers in the area a chance to experience new local products. So I'd say the first and foremost, the most important thing people can do is shop at the farmers market. But if you're looking for other ways to support, you can also visit our website, tacomafarmersmarket.com, where you can donate. And we're always looking for volunteers, particularly to help with our largest food access program, the Fresh Express.
And give us just a real quick hit here. Again, the Eastside Farmers Market, what day it's open and what are the hours of operation?
Yeah, Eastside is open on Tuesdays, June through August, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Well, that wraps up another great segment of Cityline. It is always a pleasure and a privilege to be zooming into your home from my kitchen. There's a lot of great things to do this summer in our fair city, so please go out there, be a part of the tapestry, and above all, pay it forward. And when you come back, as always, we'll be waiting for you right here at Cityline. Take care.
Tacoma, that's my home, yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home, place I call my own. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Oh, you're from Seattle, oh, you're from LA, oh, you're from Chicago, but Tacoma's where you'll stay. Oh, you're from Seattle, from LA, you're from Chicago, but Tacoma's where you'll stay, yeah. Tacoma, that's my home, from the fires to